because I've seen it in movies like Fast and Furious and Lost in Translation, so it'd be cool to like experience it and see it in person and for the first time. Hello, my name is Janice and I hope you're all doing well. We have just finished up a video at Tsukiji market. If you haven't seen that video, check it out right here. It is currently 2 p.m. here in Tokyo, Japan, and there are a few things that I still want to do before the end of the day, including going to the Light Museum, going to Shibuya and checking out, the Shibuya crossing. So we'll try and hit up as many of these places as possible today. But I think the best course of action is to go to the Light Museum first and then go to Shibuya. So without further ado, so as you saw, I got on the bus earlier and then we're heading to the Light Museum. It's called teamLab and it's about a 12-14 minute walk from where we were to get to teamLab. I'm so grateful I bumped into 2 other people that were going to the same place I am. Initially I was actually quite lost because I didn't know which bus to get on, but I'm just following them and tagging along. And then we should be there in about we should be there in about 7 minutes? 5 minutes? Yeah, we should be there soon. Okay, I've just arrived at teamLab Borderless. So the premise of this kind of light museum is that there is no border in terms of their art. It just flows from one room to another. And in the introduction, they were like, just because you've been in one room doesn't mean you can't go back again, because by the time you get back, the room might have changed. But it's actually really, really cool. It's like I'm in another world. So the entire place was dark, but it was lit up by scenery that was constantly changing. This is me seeing if they'd react to touch, which of course they didn't. The bit that's mounted up with light streaks coming down at you, that was a very popular photo spot. And once you're done with this area, you can actually go upstairs where there is a tea house. I of course couldn't resist and ordered this one, green tea with yuzu.
Okay, thank you.
And this tea house was so cool. So the theme of digital art continues, so they still have your light show, but you sit down at this long table and then they position your cup of tea directly below one of their lights, so you actually see a light show in your tea. And after I was done, I went to this area called the Athletic Forest, and here you can find obstacles you can do in the dark, trampolines, and giant balloons to punch. I spent way too much time with the balloons, to be honest. So all up, I reckon you can spend at least 3 hours at the museum. I personally felt like I could have stayed here a little longer, but I decided to leave because I still had a bunch of things I wanted to do before the end of the day. It was actually a little bit hard to find the exit, but once I found it, on the way out, they gave everyone free stickers. Yay! Okay, that was so extremely cool. Like, there were a series of different things that you can actually do there, but probably one of my favorites of everything that was in teamLab Borderless was probably the floating nets. So it was really, really dark, so I couldn't really film much, but literally you go into like this massive net that was suspended mid-air, and then they had like this art show that was on the ceiling, and you just lay down and you watch it all with music, and it was just so cool. I really, really enjoyed that. It is now 5:30 at night, and I reckon it's now a good time to go to Shibuya. And we have just arrived at Shibuya. I can't wait to go through the Shibuya crossing, because I've seen it in movies like Fast and Furious and Lost in Translation. So it'd be cool to like experience it and see it in person and for the first time. There's also a statue that I really wanted to show you. It's about this dog called Hachi. So Hachi was known for his incredible loyalty to his owner. So he used to wait at Shibuya station for his owner to sort of finish work every single day, and when his owner unexpectedly passed away, he continued to wait at Shibuya station for the next 9 years. And that's why there's a shrine of him there, and that's why people continue to take photos with him. And now we have the Shibuya crossing. So I really want to cross it once and then maybe go up to like Starbucks coffee to see it from like up top. But wow, this is really, really cool. We just crossed it. Let's do it again. So the Shibuya crossing is actually one of the busiest crossings in the world. Like at any one time there could be up to 2,500 people just crossing from every direction. And honestly, it was so cool to be able to be a part of the crossing and to sort of just like experience something that I've heard so much about and I've seen in movies. I can't wait to see it from like up top as well, but it's so cool to actually like be a part of everyone crossing. I know, I'm kind of lame, but these random things really excite me. Okay, I might go up to Starbucks later because I don't really feel like coffee right now, and I'm pretty sure if I want to go upstairs, I do need a drink. So I might go get dinner first, and then we'll go back to Starbucks in a little bit. Alright, I was lost in the beginning, but now I finally found it. I'm having yakitori for tonight, and I'm actually really, really excited. I'm gonna order stuff first, and then I'll show you everything that I order. Okay, so far I've ordered myself 4 things of skewers, and also this soju highball. It has got cow piss in it. The drink, which tastes a little bit like a poop, but I don't actually know like the extent of what's in it. It's not bad. I was debating between this or beer because I love beer, but anyway, my mom always asks me, she's like, it's a bit weird that you go out and eat by yourself and go travel alone, and like I think to a certain extent, you know, it is maybe weird to do all that alone. I don't know, but I mean, like, of course I'd love if like I had friends right now and we can get a beer and we can share the skewers. Like that would be amazing. But the fact of the matter is, like, most of my friends are, you know, extremely busy, and it's really hard to align schedules, and I'm not gonna let the fact that I'm gonna have to do something alone stop me from doing something that I really, really enjoy. So yes, while it would be amazing to have yakitori with my mates, me eating it alone isn't going to take away from how amazing this experience is going to be. Does that make sense? I don't know why I really wanted to talk about that, but this is the first thing on the list. Thank you. Okay, all my food has arrived. I've started eating the beef one. I've also got chicken and also pork, I think. I'm pretty sure this is pork. It's so good. And everything on this menu is 298 yen. Okay, the chicken yakitori is also extremely delicious. It's like chicken bits with spring onions in between them. It's nice and juicy and salty. I really am tempted to order more, but the thing is, I have a rice that's cooking and it takes 30 minutes to cook. So by the time more food comes, my rice will be ready, and then I would have ordered too much for one person. Alright, next up on this list, I'm sorry about my hair. It's getting so hot, I just have to tie it up. It's the rice, so essentially it's got like mincemeat and then vegetables, and there's honestly not too much taste to it. It tastes like slightly salty rice with mincemeat. I feel like it would have been perfect with the yakitori that I just had, but I'm still enjoying it. that entire meal came to 1,635 yen. I was really filled up, especially because I had that massive pot of rice. Anyway, let's head back to Shibuya Crossing and see if we can get onto the Starbucks. I'm actually really full. So if I do go to Starbucks, I'd probably buy something that I don't need to drink straight away. If I can't, then I probably won't go up. So we shall see. Alright, we made it up to Starbucks level 2. Check out the Shibuya Crossing from this angle. Alright, I've done what I came here to do. I saw the crossing from up top and we can leave now. And that is it for today. If you're still watching, thank you so much for watching till the end. Happy New Year again. Nothing has changed. I still post videos every Tuesdays and Fridays, so check them out if you have time. I hope you have an amazing weekend and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Okay, what I'm about to go to is yakitori. I think this is the right one, man. I hope it is. Nope, that was not it. Let's go up one more level because I really wanted to get yakitori and Google Maps said it was here.